Originally an Episcopal mission church out of the Diocese of Atlanta, we began in a ranch house right on Run 40 here in Hickory Flat. A few months later, we moved our worship center to Cherokee Baptist Church. They were kind enough to offer us beautiful education and worship areas. But just a few months after that, we realized we needed something more. Hickory Flat Fellowship was kind enough to offer us the use of this gym. But we recognized the need for offices and classrooms. They offered to pay for that construction if we would do it. So the second floor of the building we presently used was all constructed by members of the Church of the Messiah. After we finished those offices and classrooms, we did the renovations on this front end of the gym to make it a place for worship. Now it's time to move on to our own land, to our own facility. And welcome to this beautiful land we believe that God has led us to as our campus for Church of the Messiah. In fact, behind me, in front of these beautiful trees, will be where the first building is located, a place where we will gather for worship, where education and other classrooms will be built, and yes, even offices where we can gather to minister. This is an exciting venture, this Cornerstone project. Welcome to the adventure. It wasn't that many years ago that I stood in the midst of thorn bushes on the property that we didn't yet own, saying, "Do you see what I see? Do you see a building where we will one day worship and one day children will be present in a school?" Here at Church of the Messiah, we are obviously just struggling to be as faithful as we can be as a community of believers who are seeking to live a life of love, loving the Lord and loving one another, of being people of hope who believe that God isn't done yet and has a great work ahead for us as He works out His purposes through His Holy Spirit. And yes, a people of joy who live with the expectancy of God's immediate hand at work in our lives. It's an incredible journey. And I invite you in the moments which follow to celebrate what God has done and what God is continuing to do through us here at Church of the Messiah.
In the streets of every village, every city's soaring tower, Empty people live in darkness, every minute, every hour. Hear the cry of desperation from a billion broken hearts. With a need so great, where do we even start? Let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hand to set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. You've given us the orders, there's a place for everyone. I don't want to miss my mission in the plan that you've begun. You've promised to go with me to the edges of it all, and change everything that keeps me from your call. Let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hand, set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. Take my life, all that I have called my own. Everything I am is yours alone. Let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hands to set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distraction. Use my hand, set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hand to set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. You've given us the orders, there's a place for everyone. I don't want to miss my mission in the plan that you've begun. You've promised to go with me to the edges of it all, and change everything that keeps me from your call. Let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hand, set the captive free. Move my feet to follow after you. Lord, change the world and let it start with me. Take my life, all that I have called my own. Everything I am is yours alone. Let it start with me. Open up my eyes, fill my heart with your compassion, free my mind from all distractions. Use my hands to set the captive free.